I'm diving into a live-style breakdown of a morning traffic incident that turned a quiet Thursday into a jammed nightmare for drivers near Marden. This isn't a dry police report moment, this is a creator's take on what happened, how it unfolded, and what it reveals about road safety, real-time information, and the ripples of a single crash on a busy corridor. Imagine this, a single overturned lorry on the A229 Staplehurst Road, blocking both directions between B2079 Maidstone Road and Summerhill Road. It's just before 7 a.m., the kind of moment that catches commuters by surprise, and suddenly the entire stretch becomes a moving obstacle course. My take, in these moments, details matter, but the bigger story is how communities respond when a potential bottleneck spirals into a cascade of delays. First, the immediate impact. One person was taken to hospital with injuries not believed to be life-threatening, and emergency crews from Kent Police, Kent Fire and Rescue Service, and SECAMB were on scene. From my perspective, that triage, police, fire, and ambulance co-locating at the incident, speaks to the standard, rough choreography of a morning crash: secure the scene, assess injuries, manage traffic. What this really highlights is how critical early actions are for both safety and downstream traffic flow. People often underestimate how fast a block becomes a backup that can ripple across nearby routes before you know it. But let's unpack the structure of the disruption. The road was closed in both directions, creating queuing traffic as drivers navigated the unknown. How long will this last? Where should I wiggle through? Which alternate routes are actually viable this early in the morning? INRIXA's updates confirm the time stamp. Incident occurred just before 7 a.m., with clear signs of congestion building quickly. My reading: information timing is almost as important as the incident itself. When travelers and local media relay fresh data in real time, you convert confusion into choices: do I wait, detour, or shift departure times? As the morning unfolds, we see the classic arc of a live incident. Recovery work begins, the road reopens in stages, and by roughly 9:11 a.m. the A229 Staplehurst Road is back open in both directions. What stands out here is how restoration isn't a single moment but a process: damage assessment, clearance, lane-by-lane clearance, and finally, the full clearance of traffic. A detail I find fascinating is the way authorities stagger information: initial closures, a map showing the overturned lorry's location, a later update confirming reopening in both directions. It's a clockwork of communication designed to curb panic and encourage patience. From a systems perspective, this incident exposes vulnerability in a regional corridor. The A229 is a primary route. A crash on a short stretch can push traffic onto feeders and back roads, increasing incident risk on alternate routes. One thing that immediately stands out is the importance of effective incident management dashboards and rapid communication to the public. If you take a step back and think about it, the live blog approach Kent Live used as a blueprint for local news ecosystems: rapid intel, human readers, and a sense of community accountability. People want to know not just what happened, but how it affects their commute and what to do next. But let's push the analysis further. In my opinion, there's a deeper narrative here about trust in local media during unfolding events. The live updates, the call for tips, the invitation to subscribe for traffic briefs, these aren't just fluff. They're building a pathway where residents feel informed and empowered to respond. What many people don't realize is how these small information habits, checking a trusted local source, getting a push when you sign up for alerts, actually shape travel decisions, reduce stress, and even influence accident risk by reducing last-minute lane changes caused by surprise congestion. Another thread worth exploring: the role of social and municipal channels in shaping perception. The initial Kent Highways tweet about an overturned lorry set the stage for cautionary driving, while later map visuals and updates provide a calmer, structured narrative that helps drivers reconstruct what happened and plan a safer route. In my view, the sequencing of official messages, warning, then map-based localization, then reopening status, mirrors how we should approach explaining any complex event: give people a frame, then granular details, then closure. This strengthens public trust and reduces rumor-driven bottlenecks. Looking ahead, what does this incident imply for how local road networks are managed during peak hours? My take: improving incident mitigation timing, smarter detour guidance, and real-time crowdsourced reports could shave minutes off a typical response and keep arterial traffic moving. The bigger trend is clear: data-driven, transparent communication in real time is not a luxury but a necessity for modern local governance and road safety. If you're driving through Kent or any busy corridor, here are practical takeaways. First, sign up for local traffic alerts so you're not surprised by a sudden closure. Second, during morning peaks, have a couple of backup routes in mind, avoid the impulse to race around the scene if you don't know the area well. And third, cultivate a habit of checking trusted local outlets rather than chasing every social post, because verified information reduces the likelihood of misdirection on the road. Before we wrap, a closing thought: a single overturned lorry isn't just a moment of disruption, it's a test of how a community absorbs, interprets, and responds to uncertainty. The speed of clearance, the clarity of updates, and the quality of public communication together determine how painful the disruption feels. So the next time you see a live incident, consider not only how it blocks the road but how information, timing, and trust can turn a crisis into a coordinated response. What do you think is the most important factor in staying calm during a morning road disruption? Timely updates, reliable detours, or personal planning? Share your experiences and any tips you rely on when incidents pop up. If you found this breakdown helpful, I'll keep digging into how newsrooms and traffic services balance speed with accuracy and real-time coverage.